thank you very much. And thank you very much for all the organisation, and it's been absolutely wonderful, I must say. Thank you. Okay, is it interfering with?
Oh, it's not.
No, it's on mute. Yeah. Okay. So my name is Barbara. I have Lorna, Declan and Andrew. And I'm going to keep this as short as possible. I'm just going to give you an overview of KCAT, the organisation. Declan is going to talk a little bit about the studio, and then Lorna and Andrew are going to talk about their work. Now, Lorna and Andrew's work are downstairs in the gallery space, that's in the space, the KCAT space. So if you'd like to see the originals, you'll be able to see them down there. So some of you may already have heard of KCAT, obviously Projectability have, and we are an art and study centre. We are in Ireland, and we're based in Kilkenny, which is where the arrow is there, over there. Kilkenny is in the countryside, and Callan is just a relatively small town. They call it a town, but I personally call it a village. But it's approximately a population of about 2,400. And that's roughly the size of it. And it's on the banks of the river, the King's River. When KCAT first started, this was the building, and it was a former sausage factory from the old Callan bacon factory, and I can tell you it was very, very basic. We began in 1996. We got some EU Horizon funding at the time, where 6 artists got together along with 6 I suppose mainstream artists to create work, and out of that was formed KCAT, and we were formally established in 1999. This was the transformed bacon or sausage factory, and this was the main space originally. You can see Declan there, he was there at the time as well. And some of our artists, there's Andrew in the corner, Sinead, Francis at the back, and I think that's Philip. And so, where am I? Yes, okay, so essentially the structure is pretty much the same in the sense that we run courses, and we have a separate studio. Now the courses, I suppose one of the distinctive features of KCAT is we run an inclusive organisation. So our courses, anybody can come and join the courses, and we, one of our key areas is to work in an inclusive environment. Now the studio is a studio of artists, 14 artists altogether, and they're artists that require a little bit of extra support. So extra support in terms of being able to hold exhibitions, being able to run the studio as a professional studio. So then in 2005, I think it was, I don't have a date down here, we knocked down the old sausage factory and we started this building here, which is our new art centre. So this is KCAT, the art centre. A bit of a different structure altogether. And in here then we run the courses. So this is our entrance building, and this entrance building here has got 3 levels of arches of stonework that was created by 2 of the studio artists along with 2 of the studio facilitators. And so this is some of the work that's been created on the courses. We've been known to have all kinds of animals in for our... so the courses are straightforward fine art subjects that we do. So we had a little pony in one day, extremely good. Chappy he was. We do sculpture, combined materials, drawing. This is a piece down... We're not too far away from the beach, so they regularly go down to maybe do some sand sculpture or something like that. They have a particularly good quality sand. Apparently this is very, very important to creating sand sculptures. We do all kinds of 3D work as well. This is Evelyn on the course. This is opposite the entrance to the building, there's quite a large space with a very, very old 12th century ruin of an Augustinian friary, I think it is. And we do willow sculpture. So as you can see, we have all kinds of life drawing going on. We also run a drama course. And then this is the studio. I just show you a couple of shots of the studio because Declan is going to talk a little bit further about that. There's Georgie McCutcheon there, sitting, working, who would have been, we refer to George as being the father of KCAT. It was as a result of Georgie's interest in art that KCAT actually started, or was established. And this is just some work in the studio, and we regularly hold exhibitions. Obviously, that's one of the really important things about KCAT, the organisation, would be to stimulate exhibition of work, dissemination of information, anything to do with the organisational management, really, and it's then the artists that do the direction. So the theatre company is the sister company to the studio. So there's a drama course and there is a professional theatre group as well, who are currently on tour in Ireland with one of their own devised programmes. We carry out commissions, so this is a commission of glass work that Carl did for the Quiet Room in Carlow Institute of Technology. This is a piece that George did, a mosaic piece for a medical centre in Kilkenny. This was a collaboration that we did with a street theatre group called Machnus in Galway. Some of you may have heard of them as well. They're quite well known. And Andrew and Sinead were the main devisers of that particular street theatre. It was quite spectacular, wasn't it? And they also used it in Galway and in Kilkenny as well as in Callan. This is as it's coming down through the streets of Callan. The streets are quite narrow, so it was even more spectacular. So these are some of the images for it, and everybody that wanted to took part in it. And these are just some of the projects that we've been involved in with international groups. This is 2009. We celebrated our anniversary, our 10th anniversary, which was again a spectacular event. This is the KCAT, most of the people in the KCAT studios, and we had an international exhibition and creating and doing rather than just an exhibition called KCAT Station. And these were all of the artists involved in it, and that was the work that was created behind. And then dissemination we find important as well. Books, we've got several books. This is one of them, Works on Paper, that was created as a result of an exhibition that we held in the Butler Gallery in Kilkenny. And it's quite a nice publication. We have that with us. This is Art and Inclusion, which is, we wrote this book for the anniversary just to give people a sense of what it is that we do in KCAT. And we have some copies over there as well. The piece on the front is a really nice textured piece, and it was created by one of the artists that initially came on the courses, and he's now working in the studio alongside. He's one of our latest artists to join the studio. Exhibitions, evidently, we hold as regularly as we can. We have at least, I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 in a year. And not only in our place, we have a gallery space downstairs, but because it's used during the academic year, so say from September to June, it's used as a courses venue. So we tend to have our exhibitions in that space if we do have them, maybe over the summer period. And then we've tried to find locations throughout Ireland for the other exhibitions that we might have. It's part of the dissemination as well. There's not much point in just confining ourselves to our own locale. This is Lorna working in the... just go back up. Hold on a second, Lorna. I'll set you up. go. So I'm going to
pass them around. Pass them around, please.
There you go. Oh, okay. I'll just get another one. Here it is here. Let me turn it off. I'll turn it off. Okay. Whatever. Talk away.
Yeah, I will. My name is Lorna Corrigan, and I'm Irish.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. And I dream at night time, and that's where I get my ideas from to paint.
Okay. Have you always wanted to do art? Have you always wanted to do art?
Yes, I always want to do art. But now I can tell you a little story. And the story was that when I was 5 years old, there was a great tractor. Outside.
In your yard, was it?
Yeah.
You lived on a farm, didn't you? You lived on a farm.
Yeah, I live on a farm in County Kildare.
And what happened?
What happened was there was a grey tractor, and I found some old paint. I poured it.
Where did you pour it?
I poured it on the grey tractor.
Did you destroy yourself?
I had paint in my hair, and paint on my shoes, and paint on my good clothes.
Which you good Sunday clothes, I heard, was it?
It was Sunday clothes.
Okay, God.
So I was an artist. I was only 5 years old.
And later on, what did you do? When you were a little bit older, what did you do?
Later on, I went to Owen College.
And
To
that's
do-
an art school, isn't it?
Yeah.
In Kilkenny. It's an art school in Kilkenny.
Yeah. Art school in Kilkenny.
And up on the screen there is some of the work that you did at the time.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Yeah. Okay, so when you came to KCAT, did your work change, or did it stay the same, or?
I went to KCAT 2004. Now, I thought my work was changed, but maybe a bit.
Oh, I think it has.
What?
I think it has.
Yeah?
So this is one of the pieces.
Yeah.
So what do you do? How do you actually work on your work?
Well, I use mud and tea bags and other yolks.
Okay. But you use a lot of paint mostly, don't you?
Yeah. I like red paint, and I like
You use a lot of layering as well.
shapes and
Yeah, so if you look at that painting on the wall there, that's how you started it,
yeah.
and that's how you ended up with it.
Yeah.
Okay, and what did you use there in that one to finish it off?
Well, I use pastels and
Markers?
markers and some other yolks.
So what else do you do in KCAT? What else? What do you like about being in KCAT?
Now, what I like are people from Holland, Dutch,
Other countries, surely.
and
as well.
other countries. Now, all these people, they're great, but now they remind me of birds because they come in for maybe 1 year, or sometimes they go, and they remind me of birds.
Nice image. Let me have a look. See, that's some organising an exhibition. That's our gallery space downstairs that I was talking about, and we were organising a group show down there. And that's you dictating.
Yeah. And why?
Oh, Lord only knows, Lorna. Okay. So, where were we here?
We went to Australia. 2006.
That's right. Yeah. We did an exchange with Dada, and they're near Perth in Fremantle.
In Perth.
And you were particularly taken with the dots and dot paintings and with these shapes.
Yeah.
And this is some of the work that you created there.
Yeah.
This is you making your notes from when we were in Sydney.
Yeah.
We went to Sydney. This is an exhibition. We had a group exhibition with Dada there. And
oh yeah, absolutely.
oh yeah.
Now see this man? I wanted to take him back to Ireland. And I asked some other people from Ireland,
He wouldn't come though, would he?
because I like him.
Okay. So this is the group from Dada and us. This is our group show, a group exhibition that we had in Kilkenny.
Yeah.
We had the Australian ambassador down.
Yeah.
And then this is, you went to Outsider Art Conference in Gaia in Denmark.
Yes.
This is you working in the studio.
But in Denmark, I was shocked.
Why?
In Denmark, I went to the pub,
Right.
and it was shut at 5 o'clock.
A sin.
And I remember saying to the man, but we're Irish, we're not going home yet.
And we didn't either, did we?
Huh?
We didn't either.
No.
Okay. All right, so tell me about being in KCAT. What do you find that's a little bit different? Yeah. Well, different to being on a course, for instance.
Well, in a course, you have to have a whole lot of notebooks. And you have to draw in notebooks.
And you have to do what you're told.
Yeah.
But in the studio?
But in a student,
In the studio, where you now work, do you do your own thing, or are you still told what to do?
no, you're free.
Yeah, okay. Free to do your own thing.
Yeah.
And do you like having exhibitions and things like that?
Sometimes.
You're happy for people to look at your work and admire?
Yeah.
And would you like to talk a little bit about some of your work? How about that one? Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need a stick. A long time ago,
Closer, Laura. Closer. Yeah, that's it.
a long time ago, I dreamt of this, and this is supposed to be Jean and a man called Brendan, and they were going to Brazil on a holiday. And over there is supposed to be a suitcase and the airplane.
So your work, it always tells a big story.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. You can't get bigger than that now, can you? Well done.
And this is supposed to be Jean.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be Brendan.
Very colourful and a lot of pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of detail in it as well.
And here, some lovely rubber nails.
Tell us that story.
Well, I remember going to a shop in Gorey, Wexford, and someone asked me to buy me some 12 rubber nails in a shop.
And what happened?
And two rubber hammers. And I remember going into the shop, and there was two men, at the
Counter.
what?
At the counter.
Yeah, at the counter. And I said to them, I need 12 rubber nails, and I need two.
Rubber hammers. Two rubber hammers.
Yeah. And he said to me, I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't have that. And I said, then I said to myself, I think that's queer.
You were expecting it, right?
What?
You were expecting him to have. You were expecting him to have the.
Yes, and I was waiting.
Right.
So I got fed up waiting.
Deeply disappointed.
Yeah.
Okay, well I move on.
Yeah, you can move on.
Okay. Tell me when you want to stop.
Now this is supposed to be a round table.
And it's very large. It's nearly as big as one of those tables. There.
Yeah. And I had dreams at night time. And that's where I get my ideas from.
Okay.
Yeah.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lorna.
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Andrew Pike, and I'm a KCAT artist, and I've been there ever since KCAT started. So this is a portrait of me done with ink and pastel. That's a self-portrait. This is a sort of a film I made, an animation, a small animation. Pike meets Mr. Joyce. That was the very first one, so I got hooked. So this is just drawings of inks and pencil. This is, go back, come on. That's him and Joyce in the studio with his cat. This is a self-portrait of me holding a kiwi. That's where I used to live when I was very young. I lived in New Zealand for 23 years of my life, so that's one of them. This is a group of animals horse and cows sort of in a field. And this is a cat lying down. I don't know why I did that. I did a series of animals and things. I just like nature and I like birds. This is a triptych. It's 3 canvases together. This was done for the show down, under, up, over. So it's really a big 3 canvases all together. This is Ned Kelly in an Irish landscape, so it was great fun. So our Aussie friends would say, oh wow, what's that for? We did it anyway, so they enjoyed it. This is me working on the Big River Parade. I did the dark side and Sinead did the light, colourful, magical side. That was a lot of design, a lot of hard work, and my God, it was great to see our drawings come from 2D to 3D overnight. It's amazing, but when you imagine the streets of Canada, you wonder how could it fit down, but they did. They fit down and everybody enjoyed it. And the whole people, how are you going to do it again? I said, I don't know, not in a hurry. So this one, we did an exchange with people in Japan, and we were there, and I did West meeting East, and so it had the brown, if you had seen it, it's the brown is the Irish monks, and the Japanese are sort of like out of the Mikado, and I had this sort of funny little hat. But anyway, he said, no, you won't see the cherry blossom. But he was wrong. We were in a place called Muscuda, up north of Tokyo, and we saw in 12 days cherry blossom. It was wonderful, it was magical. That's what it was. This painting, this drawing is actually another animation which I will be showing. This is going to walk over a banana trunk, and this was done tongue-in-cheek. This is it's sort of political, but it's also a fun game, because this is the Statue of Liberty, and she threw her torch away, and then she had a tennis racket. She was playing tennis with bin Laden, and of course later on you'll probably see why. Next one. This one on this side is George Bush. This one is Saddam, Uncle Saddam, and he was his uncle and son, and Liberty was his mother, and the poodle is Tony Blair. I heard the media calling him Blair's poodle, and of course Tony was kicked by Saddam, and they said, does your dog bite? No, it did. It bit him, and of course they went to war over Iraq. And then sneak worming in is Barack Obama, and that's the time when he was just being elected. So it's quite stuff. This is the end of the animation, so it's a ray of hope. And we hope we never see this type of thing. So really, this is my first sort of political animation. So it took me 2.5 years to do, and started in 2006, cutting out the figures and drawing them and putting them together, and that's it. So really, yeah, that's what I like to show, and we are going to show it. Enjoy it. Going to war over a banana truck.
Stupid torch. Gosh, my arm is tired.
Our story opens with the Statue of Liberty playing a game of tennis with bin Laden. of a very large the air marshal becomes aware of a suspicious air activity. There's something suspicious going on up that sky. You go up and look. It must be a red alert. Oh, sir, that's a telescope. And then he got hit back. I'm turning back to base. What do you mean, telescopes? They're satellites or missiles. So Ben and Statue of Liberty, they go to the seedy hotel, night out, and come in, come here. That's lovely. Oh, Ben, oh. Hey sir, the Statue of Liberty is gone. Where has she gone to? Sir, I see a note that reads, gone out with a boy. Find the Statue of Liberty. Bring it back. Now. Yes, sir. We'll bring it back when we find it, sir. Yippee! Upgraded. Yahoo! My head. The night before was good, but my God, my head's aching. Oh, those pesky planes annoy me. Toss me up at tennis ball and knock a few of these pesky planes down. Those pesky bloody planes. Another plane. Oh, God, flare. Hey, kid, don't look up my skirt. Take that. You, Bobby! The statue kicked me! The statue kicked me. Oh, my head. I haven't seen you a long time, George. I haven't heard much good about you. No good about you either. I think you're damn right. I want your job. I'm gonna be the next president. I can do it. Does your dog bite? No, my dog Tony doesn't bite. I thought your dog didn't bite. Get off me, you hound. Saddam, you shouldn't have kicked him. Come here, Tony. Where are you going? Oh, fight his ass. Go on. Fight Saddam's ass. Go, do it now. Fight him. Fight him hard. Allah. 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 Oi, come on, get up by the prayer mat. Pick up that gun and sword. Come on, hurry up now. Don't go. Father, kid, play property. Don't believe the country go to war. Oh my God, what are you saying? My whistles are good and they're going to die. The country's not infidels, they always do the same. They just wait for the same time of the year, just do it. Well, I'm ready for it. I got my sword, I got my gun. I am ready for it. No war. No war. No war. No war. No war. No war. Save our war. Save our war. We don't want your bloody war missiles out. We don't want your bloody war missiles out. We don't want your war. Make love, not war. Make love, not war. Make love, not war. Make love, not war. There are spy satellites or missiles. Look for them. They're only telescopes. Roger that. I'm getting back down to base. I'm not going to be hit by one of these things. Get back and look properly. I tell you, sir, they're not missiles. They are telescopes. You're back. Men of World War I were brave. The men of World War II had courage. In Korea, they were sensible. Now, since the Vietnam War, they got the pot. Oh, what have I done? I've done